Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, Peru event first competition has started. Alright, I think meeting a strong competitor as always. Oh, but I'm going to try my best shot. But of course, let me first introduce you to the sets of rewards. You can see there's a rewards chart. And of course, you've seen my previous video. You will know that there are 5 fabulous trains to be collected. 2 legendary, 1 epic, 1 rare, 1 common. Alright, so now you can see there are 2 things here. If you are new to events, what's going to happen here is that you'll be collecting the event keys, the one that indicated 40. Next to it there will be an EP which goes for the event points. Alright, just level up to 219. Alright, I carry on to explain a bit more. So then there's an XP which actually allows you to level up. For EP, it goes towards the competition chart. So you can see it just generated. I'm the last to enter. So it means that I'm really late. You can see there's only 1 day, 4 hours left. So you can imagine that supposedly almost like 20 hours late. Alright, so this is a 2-day event, so what's going to happen here, everything seems to be a rush, but nonetheless, the rest assured, this is a fairly long event in total. I must say it's about 20 days event, so this is a welcome note, and with this long event, I think first one, as you can see here, is less than 2 days. The second competition will be about 3 days, followed by 2 days, and then 3 days, and that's how it works. So eventually, what's going to happen is that there'll be definitely about less than a day or sometimes a day break in between. So I'm estimating that probably this may assumingly let's do a quick count. 2 plus 3, that covers 2 events. In between we add 1, which is for rest periods. Alright, so that will be 6 days. So assuming 6 times 3, roughly you have 6 sets of competitions, and then we would probably have 7 as a close off. So in generally, I would say this competition should have 7 competitions. Alright, so quite happy there. Got a rare train just now. Really fortunate, I must say, from this 100 keys that I collected. 200 in total. I spent 200 of them, and I got 1 rare and 1 common, which comes in really handy, especially with such an event. And I decided to spend some money to buy the box there, and probably that will give me a good number of parts to upgrade the trains. So I'll come to that later on, but for now, let's enjoy this the RB rare train. So my fleet has expanded by 2 more trains, but we'll see how. If you really need those common parts, I may dismantle a few of them. But again, as I always advocate, need to hold on to the types, engine types itself. So if you do not have 6 and above, do not dismantle. Wow, great common parts. So that allows me to upgrade. Let's do this for the rare train. Well, so depleted. That's really fast. You can see after maybe 3 upgrades or so, you depleted everything in terms of the parts. So it's really expensive. Alright, ship trades. Wow, do not have such items right now, so it'll take me some time, and it'll be quite challenging given the fact that my warehouse are full. It may not be that easy to maneuver. So probably I gave the ship trade a pause, but I think more importantly is for me to catch up in terms of the ranking of the competition that's starting now. I always wanted to mention this. The first, second, and even I think the third competitions tend to be easier compared to the later competitions, because nobody knows what to do. Especially the first competitions, there is no head start, which means that you cannot prepare event items beforehand because there is no event factory in the first place. So you can't do that. So with that, actually everybody has an equal start. In a way, there's no preparation in advance you can do. But of course, I do mention that preparation in terms of the factory that you have, of course you can do that. The only way I would say to give yourself a boost in this event would be definitely to increase the capacity of that event factory. So what I'm going to do right now, you can see here there are only 2 slots. I'm going to upgrade one that costs 30. The next upgrade would cost me 80 gems. Okay, so I'm going to do that as well. Okay, so in total I'll have 4 slots, but of course the next one, if you really wanted to, is 140 gems, and I don't have that amount of gems. Given that this is a fairly long event, I think it's really worth it. 20 days, 5 trains at stake, there's no special building, so I'm going to hopefully can grab at least 3 out of the 5 trains if possible. Hoping that at least 2 legendary, and then probably close it off with a rare and a common. Hoping for that, I mean, at least. If you can go beyond that, meaning that if I could get 2 legendary, a common, and then plus a rare and an epic, I'll have a full set. So that's really important, given the small fleet that I have. But I don't want to be that greedy at this juncture, as always think that if you expect more, you tend to be disappointed more. So I think minimally I would say 3 trains, 2 legendary, 1 common, if possible 1 rare. So if it's a bonus, it'll be 1 rare and 1 common, and if really it's really lucky, then it'll be all the 5 trains. So that's my minimal target: 2 legendary, 1 common. So we can see here the number of items that being requested right now seems to be leaning towards the Peru items. So wow, so really fast. Competitors that actually climb really fast. Seems like quite a number of experts in this group I have entered in. I don't know why. I thought I've entered like 20 hours late, but why am I band together with such experts? I should be together with a laid back group that just don't bother to play on events and enjoy themselves and have a good night's sleep. But it seems like otherwise, it doesn't mean that I'm going to lose sleep again. So I'm trying my best right now. You can see there. The first one is already 100 odd points. I'm third, even though I have the same number of points as the second. You comes in as a first come first serve basis, similar points. The first that entered the points will be second. The one like me came in later, if they even have the same points, will be third. So you can see all the 4 items are all event items. I think that is really terrible. Imagine that without 4 slots, I don't know how you're gonna do that. So it's really important you have saved enough gems to do up this. For me, I would say focus on the big EPs. There are some EPs that give tiny, there are some jobs that give tiny EPs like 20, 17. Ignore them at the juncture unless really have ready stock. Otherwise, focus on those 60 and 50 plus EPs. That will push you forward, and of course along the way you grab parts and maps and whatnot. More importantly, if you have a good fleet, it's really helpful. For me, I'm relying on my Regent 4 fleet because it's always the current Regent and the previous Regent. Quite fortunate there, they asked quite a number using the previous Regent 4, so I'm still good in terms of capacity, strength of the fleet. But more importantly, I think is to have the items ready, just like how you do the reindeers in the Christmas event. Keep the event factory round the clock, manufacturing non-stop, store all of them in the warehouse in standby. So I think that applies, and of course you can see all the amazing exclamation mark happening on all my factories because all are filled to the brim in preparation for this event. But unfortunately, it seems like I may be needing to bin away certain items. But of course, you got to bear in mind when you try to create those event items, you got to bear in mind that actually nails seems to be very important. You can see here ropes are just using the event items, so it's wood, basically the lock, as well as nails. So these are the 2 sub-components that you should be creating while you are free. Get those ready. And I mean, for locks you can grab straight away, that doesn't really worry it, but it's more for the nails. So grab lots of steel, have your factory manufacture lots of nails in standby, and keep on creating all these event items, and always focus, as I said, 60, 52. These are the two you should be quickly get them done and over with. Then let's see whether they created more jobs for you at a high EP. Ignore the small EP ones, that you can leave it to later when you are in non-competition mode. So now 1 through 9 is highest. You can see quite a group, a lot of them are relaxing, but apparently if once you have 1 or 2 that is so competitive, you'll be having a hard time. Alright, almost coming towards the end of this video. I'm going to wish you good luck in this short first competition. Wish me luck too. Take care.